So next is the Oscar-winning Best Picture Green Book, which stars Mahershala Ali, Viggo Mortensen, and Linda Cardellini. And Green Book is based off of a true story about a relationship that is formed between two unlikely people, Tony DeLip, played by Viggo Mortensen, and Dr. Donald Shirley, played by Mahershala Ali. And Tony is hired by Dr. Shirley to be his muscle when needed and a driver to navigate him through the Deep South on a tour in 1962 using the Green Book, when at the time it still wasn't okay for blacks around the South. This movie surprised me going into it because I didn't expect it to win me over the way it did. Some of the best things that came out of this movie was just the acting is crazy good. I mean, they won Oscars for it. So, I mean, that's telling. That's really telling. Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen play off of each other so well. Just the chemistry between both characters, how from the time that they start to the way they end at the end of the movie, and everything in between. It's really like intriguing and entertaining to see their progression in their friendship and everything else, their ups and downs, and what they learn from each other, and just seeing everything on the opposite side. And it's really good, as well as the story. The story is simple. It's just a black guy is doing a tour in the Deep South, where, you know, it's just at a time where black people are not accepted amongst white people, and he has to do this, and they have to follow this Green Book, which shows where blacks can travel without running into white people like that. I mean, it's not avoidable, but it makes it kind of like, this is where you can go, this is where you can stay at, this is where you can eat, this is where you whatever. And they have to follow it basically to the T. And just the relationship that develops between them is like it's really good. It's really it. It really is. And it does have a lot of humor. It's very funny, just the interaction between them. And that goes with the chemistry, the writing, and just how these characters deliver everything. Everything is really good. It's inspiring. Like, it's one of those movies that just inspire you to just be good. Just, be grateful for certain friendships that you got, because you never know what type of what may happen. It's something like that, and it has a lot of heart. You'll go into it and you'll just end up just loving the film. You just end up loving the characters at the end of it. The relationship between Viggo Mortensen's character and his wife and his kids, everything is just so good. It didn't go crazy with the strength of racism. It didn't go too, explicit as far as like what we saw, the visuals and everything else, but it's all good. And just the Green Book thing, it wasn't a major part of it. I mean, it played somewhat of a role, but it kind of played the background. It was more about these two characters. And so at the end of the day, this movie was funny. It was very character driven and with likable characters, a great story. And it's just a great family film. It's a great film, period. And I know some people might be turned off and saying that it was too friendly, and it just, when it came to like the racism, and that it was like just really a crowd pleaser, but that didn't bother me. At the end of the day, it's a family film, and that's what it came out to be, and that's what it delivered. And it was good on that, and it was just a good film at its core. And with that, I give it a 9 because I really truly enjoyed it. One of the best films I've seen last year.